Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and still staying on top of the latest and stupid, including Lauren Boebert making custom videos to MAGA still failing to understand how tariffs work.
You want to allow drugs to come through our southern border? We're going to tariff you. You want to allow them to come through Canada? We're going to tariff you. China, if you're going to allow this stuff to get sold in our country, largely produced in China, we're going to add another 10% to your share. We are going to cost your countries, your economies. We're going to cost your businesses billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. If you think you're going to poison Americans, it's not going to happen. You're not going to destroy our youth. You're not going to destroy our society. You're not going to destroy our families. You're not going to do it. It's going to cost you. I'm going to put an end to it. Laura, when my father sent that 20 minutes ago, I literally cheered out loud.
Careful with all the hand pointing, Eric. I don't want you to get carpal tunnel and not be able to use your golden turd tongs on daddy. The craziest thing about this is that he still hasn't learned. Allow me to revisit this irrelevant tweet from 2021, before Elon turned Twitter into a Russian-bought right-wing propaganda dumpster fire. Eric Trump is on Hannity complaining about the price of lumber and how the cost to build homes in America is up 20%, when it was his dad that put the 20% tariffs on Canadian softwood. LOL. I will get further into the latest blazes emitting from the Trump tariff dumpster fire, but first, the over-Botoxed and under-investigated Matt Gaetz and scam king George Santos DeVolder Katara Goldbergstein joined the custom video site Cameo after their exit, but Lauren was still there when she started selling videos, and that's a problem. But we can't expect the woman that wanted to impeach Biden to check the fine print. I mean, that is real. This was on her site. She put that there. The Craigslist to Congress representative posted a video promoting her first non-government job since her gun-themed bar and grill went out of business. Unfortunately, the audio was distorted, but thanks to my Soros technology, I've cleaned it up.
Hey MAGA, it's your girl from Colorado, Lauren Boebert. I am so excited to be grifting on another platform where I can erect directly with slow people from all over the world. Whether you or Senator Cruz needs a rancid pork slider puke talk, if you want to surprise your wrestler father with a massage or a special dance, or if you just want to see the tribal tattoo I got from a guy in a van, the bowling alley isn't the only place to connect with me. You can book a video now on my Cameo profile. I will get handy and go full Beetlejuice with you soon.
Well, before the eyes too close together crowd got a private show from the eyes behind fake glasses lady with her big Lindell dentures, she had to throw the brakes on her video career. Under House rules, members as well as House officers and employees who are paid above the senior staff rate are prohibited from receiving any honoraria. An honorarium, as defined in the rules, is payment of money or a thing of value for an appearance, speech, or article. The committee defines the term speech, appearance, and article as follows. A speech means an address, oration, talk, lecture, or other form of oral presentation, whether delivered in person, transmitted electronically, recorded, or broadcast over the media. An appearance means attendance at a public or private conference, convention, meeting, social event, or similar gathering. An article means a writing that has been or is intended to be published for which a payment, if made, would be other than a royalty received, and this also includes ghostwritten work. This is all really wild. I mean, it's clear she didn't read the House Ethics Manual. I spent a lot of time with it. It's not that fun. But if I was making $174,000 per year for the people, I would at least familiarize myself with the basics. And I also wouldn't be making custom videos starting at $250 a pop, because that's what she was charging. You know, I've actually been on Cameo, the same site, for years, sending birthday greetings and more as myself and Mitch McConnell. Many fans have ordered these. If you want one, there actually is a limited Black Friday sale coming up. I mean, Lauren's out. I'm still in, not breaking any laws.
I have always loved Thanksgiving because I do it in Florida. Manhattan may have the parade, but Mar-a-Lago has the pool. I hope you have a terrific swim, Ivanka. I'll be watching you with a Diet Coke and a dream. So hot.
This is really cool.
Bonjour tout le monde. I had a good call with Donald Trump last night again. We obviously talked about laying out the facts, talking about how the intense and effective connections between our two countries flow back and forth. We talked about some of the challenges that we can work on together. It was a good call. This is something that we can do, laying out the facts, moving forward in constructive ways. This is a relationship that we know takes a certain amount of working on, and that's what we'll do.
Okay, he repeatedly says here, laying out the facts. And I think a lot of people are missing this. Right-wing social media was on fire claiming Trump won because Trudeau didn't come out screaming about a trade war. Nobody saw the meeting, so that kind of blows my mind. Again, see my tweet from 2021 regarding Eric and lumber. It is important to note that Trudeau repeated he had to lay it out for Trump. Read between the lines. That's not an instruction for you, Don Jr. Settle down. I make this show 100% on my own thanks to you. If you love what I do, drop me a super thanks, consider leaving me a PayPal tip, or hit the join button to support what I do here. He was explaining to Trump what a tariff is and the fact that the U.S. gets the bulk of their lumber, oils, metals, cement, and potash from Canada. If you want to accelerate building, congratulations, you're going to make it cost 25% more, and the builders will be passing that on to the buyers. Trump campaigned on grocery prices and cars when so many vehicle parts and food staples, including tomatoes, avocados, and berries, are imported from Mexico and Canada. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum says Trump's threat to enact massive tariffs would lead to mutually assured economic destruction. Pundit Alan Felberg notes with less income to buy frivolities like Trump coins, personalized paper bills, schlock crap, and Trump Bibles, the red regressives will not be able to fill Trump Bank so easily. Now, Trump has made this all about immigration and fentanyl, and maybe that part is personal. Maybe he's worried about Don Jr. The only way to really stop getting it in is to stop getting it made and distributed. Now, this article from this month shows the largest super lab in Canadian history was busted after a complex operation between multiple agencies resulted in a transnational crime group having $485 million worth of drugs and chemicals seized. The entire takedown is quite a fascinating read. This was in a remote area, and busts like this deserve heaps of praise. Obviously, there is a huge ongoing effort to stop the production of fentanyl. But what is America doing to stop the production of guns? Because 90% of illegal weapons in Canada are not just from the USA, they're from the states with the loosest laws. President Sheinbaum also noted in her press conference that 70% of the weapons in Mexico come from the USA. Yeah, I don't think America is going to do anything to stop gun production anytime soon. Happy Thanksgiving to my American friends and family. This could be a weird one. We know Jesse Waters was uninvited from his family dinner. Some are roasting a turkey, others smoking a prime rib. But for RFK Jr., it's likely road bear and raw milk. Have a scoop of organic stuffing with your brainworms and a glass of cold H5N1. Yeah, the stuff dumb Kennedy was pushing is back in the news after a dairy recalled their milk after it tested positive for bird flu. This man has no medical background, yet people listen to his dangerous, deadly advice, and it blows my mind. Wherever you are, whatever you're up to, I hope you have a good one. A free way to support me is by doing your regular Amazon shopping through my link in the description. That's it. It costs you nothing. Just got to click here, and it helps me keep the show going. Am King, George Santos, DeVolder, Katara, Goldbergstein. Join the... Read between the lines. Not a instruction for you, Don Jr. He was explaining to him what a tariff is. What a tariff is. An appearance means attendance at a public or private conference, convention, meeting, social event, or similar. Careful with all the pointing, Eric. I don't want you to get carpal tunnel and not be able to use the golden turd tongs. Ease it with all the pointing, Eric. I don't know if you're ambidextrous or not, and Trump needs you to work the golden turd tongs. Dumpster in a moment, but first, over Botox and under-investigated Matt Gaetz and Scam King, George Santos, DeVolder, Goldbergstein. It's important to note that Trudeau repeatedly said he had to lay it out for Trump. Read between the lines. Not an instruction for you, Don Jr. Settle down. We know Jesse Waters was uninvited from his family dinner. Some are roasting a turkey, others are smoking a prime rib. Something really nice. A comedian pal of mine in the UK, Justin Morehouse, is encouraging people to buy an extra advent calendar and put it in the food bank bin that's usually at your grocery store, the one that's at the front. You know how much you liked these when you were a kid, and you know how much kids love these. So if you're in the store, grab an extra one and throw it in the bin. It's a great idea. It's something he's pushing for on social media, and I said I would promote his plan as well. I will be dropping off my latest batch today, and I hope you get a couple to your nearest shelter or food bank.
I can confirm the Tommy Campbell Show is the best political comedy show on YouTube, and I hope you subscribe.